Welcome to a beginner's guide in Warframe. Today we're going to be looking at Rhino, the air quote tank of the Warframes. Rhino comes with a high amount of shield and the highest base armor a frame can have, but all pluses come with a minus, and that minus is move speed, but that can be fixed with a sprint mod or his Vanguard alternative helmet. The reason I say air quote tank is because Rhino is good not just for tanking, but well, everything, as that will be more clear as we take a look at his abilities. Rhino's first ability is called Rhino Charge, and it is similar in both performance and result to Excalibur Slash Dash. Find a group of enemies, use the ability, and watch them all fall. Any enemies not killed by the skill will for the most part be knocked down, with the exception of a few units. This is a spammable skill, so if you need to level up your Rhino or just want to knock down enemies for funsies, use Rhino Charge. Also, Rhino Charge can also be used to get over those stupid ice things or to get to extraction if you don't feel like jumping over or using the zipline. Rhino's second ability is called Iron Skin, and it surrounds Rhino in, well, an iron skin, absorbing all incoming damage and CC. This ability is not limited by duration, but by how much damage you can take, maxing out at 1200 damage, increasable by mods. Keep in mind, all CC will be absorbed, like Corpus Laser Doors, Heavy Gunner's Knockdown, Shockwave Moa Shockwave, or Ninja that wants to spank you across the face. This ability is especially good in lower levels as you can tank a lot of the weak damage that the enemies deal. Rhino's third ability is called Roar, and it increases your whole team's damage if they are within range of the skill by 50%, increasable by mods. As you can see here, my Dread dealt 182 damage, and with Roar active, it dealt 301 damage. This works for all weapons, and is such a good offensive buff that you should probably bring at least one Rhino to higher level missions. Maybe. Rhino's fourth ability, or his ultimate, is called Rhino Stomp. Once activated, Rhino literally stomps the ground so hard that it stops time around you, dealing 800 armor ignore damage, and any enemy not killed will be lifted up into the air and be frozen there for a maximum of 8 seconds to be killed off by you or your team. This ability is good for early game with the damage as it can save your life, or late game with the CC. Keep in mind, this ability affects enemy above, below, and around you. As you can see here with Raptor, I was able to lock him down with Rhino Stomp. In conclusion, Rhino is a very strong all-around Warframe that is capable of taking a lot of damage as well as putting out a lot of damage early and late game. And because Rhino is one of the tankiest Warframes, I advise you to use a weapon capable of slicing through hordes of enemy or possibly bugging them out. Sheesh. Rhino's blueprint can also be found early in the game by defeating the Jackal in Fossa Venus. Also, one more thing before I go. If you happen to encounter the Stalker while you're playing your Rhino, I recommend not using your Iron Skin. As you can see in the clip, I keep using Iron Skin, but he keeps taking it off and it staggers me. Like, I love you, Stalker, but not in that way. Not in that way.